Okay, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 3. I'm back in this room because I realized after the recording that I should have already extended this damn bridge. This is going to be important for later. But, you know, the last recording was already running long, and I have it on good authority that long men are indeed bad. Especially ones in gas masks.
I was like, oh man. When we were recording that episode, I was like, Mike, why are you still recording?
Because I am. To be fair, I kind of would like to have cleanup as it's as it's commonly known.
Just use a different word, damn it.
As it's commonly known in the Metroid community, I kind of like to have cleanup episodes be a little bit on the long side so that I can get through it in fewer episodes and get back to the new shit.
Yeah.
Although sometimes cleanup does involve new... There was actually quite a bit of new shit in that cleanup last episode.
I don't know. I just think bad things happen sometimes when we go over an hour in one recording.
Oh.
It's too
So, you're saying it's bad because it's long.
I'm saying it's bad because it's risky.
Boots?
Yeah. I don't know why I said yeah to that. I was like, yeah, that character from Shantae, yeah. Wait, what am I saying? I don't think the microphone needs to be that far away from me.
Oh, it likes me. I don't know which one it is. It's your microphone stand. You figure it out.
Microphone stand. I'm borrowing it from Jake, and yeah, it's this one. There we go. There's so many damn ways of twisting and screwing this damn microphone stand.
And screwing. Well, hello there, Luke. So I heard you went and saw the demise of Skywanker.
I saw the end of the Disney trilogy.
The Disney fanfiction.
Hopefully the last Disney trilogy.
The Disney fanfiction. I've heard that they still want to give Rian Johnson a trilogy, a Star Wars trilogy.
Of course, Kathleen Kennedy does. They're best buds, right? They have the same views, political views, I guess.
Oh, go force yourself.
Okay. What are you... Oh, okay, you were just shooting it for the sake of, doing that.
I needed to get... When your phase-on bar is in red, you can't just normally exit hyper mode. You have to expel all your phase-on.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was in corrupted hyper mode, as it is keeled... By the way, when I revisit planets like this, you'll notice that the space pirates are nowhere to be found, even when I go into places that were their strongholds. There comes a point where the space pirates in this game just kind of disappear.
Oh, wow. Interesting. You got him! You got him, Samus! Good job! It's like, what happened to all our allies? Oh, Samus killed him. Fuck!
What? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Hunter. They always call her the Hunter.
Maybe they should start calling her the Huntress. Oh,
You got...
red face up. Ow. Open my face. Nice lava bath.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's fuel gel, though I have a funny feeling this thing would protect me from lava.
I was just thinking of, I don't know, I guess I'm just thinking of random Star Wars stuff now. I was just thinking of that stupid bike level from Shadows of the Empire.
Oh, God. You know what the most viable strategy for getting all of the challenge points in that level is?
But
Kill everyone on the swoop bike first, and then you can just ride around, like, at your own... I mean, you have to take out everyone on the swoop bikes first anyways, before you can even finish the level, but once you do, you're literally free to just go about the level at your own pace.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever the hell you want.
You
So you just kill everybody, and then you can just drive around the track, be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna pick this up, and I'm just gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna jump over the Sarlacc pit that was the first boss in Super Star Wars for some reason."
that came out of the ground. It's like, I'm just gonna rip myself out of the ground now. I hope you don't mind. It was like, the people that made that game were like, well, how are we gonna make the Sarlacc pit a boss? It's in the ground. It's like, well, what if it came out of the ground? It's like
Maybe it's a baby Sarlacc pit.
that.
I mean, Sarlacc itself is actually an alien monster.
It's like
The pit is just the ground.
It's like, so, when they're like, oh, you'll be digested over these many years suffering, it's like, pretty sure you're gonna die of starvation before you
Oh no, it's in Star Wars lore that when you're being digested by a Sarlacc, you are alive for those years.
Shoot yourself in the head.
You'll still be alive somehow.
You see, Sarlacc is the way of becoming immortal, or almost immortal. The only downside is you're being digested while
You're basically in hell.
Yeah.
Okay, you probably wouldn't survive shooting yourself in the head or lopping your head off with a lightsaber, to be fair.
It's like, is the Sarlacc pit like, uh-oh, okay, begin the healing process. We gotta reattach that head now. Gotta bring it back so we can suffer.
And this is why I started the episode by extending that bridge on the other side. Because if I just extended this side, I wouldn't be able to go anywhere, and I already lifted that power generator. I'd have to put it back down.
Jumpy!
Energy tank! Woo!
I think I enjoyed the Dark Empire story a lot more than this movie.
Well, yeah, it had probably good storytelling and originality.
It had some things in common, I guess.
Just because it has some things in common does not make it good.
Yeah.
Thank you for opening. Jeez, it took for frickin' ever. Alright, so...
One great thing about the Dark Empire was that Leia got to do a lot more, which was nice.
Well, it's not like... It's not like she was gonna have a lot to do in this movie!
Oh my gosh, can you even imagine? It's like, alright, well, Carrie Fisher's dead. Let's reanimate her corpse to have her do Jedi flips! She just pulls a Yoda.
I like how you said that while I was screw attacking.
Yeah. That would have... You know what? That would have been one way they could have done what you said, like, going all out, balls to the wall insanity. There's like, Leia's here and she's doing the Jedi flips!
It's like, let's just weaken at Bernie Leia's Carrie Fisher's corpse with CGI. Open the door!
This is like, well, looks like this is as far as we go. Game over. This door is never opening. Oh wow, finally. Speaking of finally, oddly enough, one of my biggest complaints about going to this movie was not even the movie itself. I swear, we must have had like 20 trailers before this fucking movie. Like, we were watching trailers for like 25 minutes.
Not 25 years.
It felt like that long. It's like, okay. It's like we were at like the 5th or 7th trailer. I was like, what the hell are they going to show the movie?
By the way, remember that generator I picked up a while ago?
Yeah.
I drop it here, and before I drop it, I can't call my ship in to save or transport me anywhere.
Huh.
I just love how it just drops straight in. Like, she doesn't even, like, lower it or anything. It's just like, just drop it, it just plops right in. Perfect fit.
But yeah, I didn't think the trailers were ever... because the funny thing was, there was a 9:45 showing. We went to the 9 o'clock showing, and the movie didn't even start until 9... like, almost 9:30. It was ridiculous. Way too many previews.
And we just got the hardest energy cell in the game to get.
Okay.
8 out of 9.
Why was it hard?
Because it's the most convoluted and out of the way.
Oh, okay. So it's not hard to get. It's just hard to figure out where it is or that it's there. Or...
Well, yeah, you have to. I mean, you were talking about the demise of Skywanker, so you probably weren't really paying attention to what I just did. But you have to, on this side here, extend the one bridge outward, and you can't just jump over with a screw attack and extend the other bridge because of the way the gate locks you out from it. And even if you could, you can't then get in here because that generator is blocking the path to get out.
Oh, wow.
So that once you extend the bridge, then you have to come over to any ship area. This one's just the closest. And then fly over here, make your way through here, have your ship pick this thing up, extend the bridge this way, then go across the bridge, through here, into this area, and then have your ship plop it down onto the machine, onto that machine over there, to get the thing to spin around, so that you can then come out and grab it.
Damn. That is convoluted.
Yeah, I just did it all out of pure memory.
That's probably why it didn't... Like, it sounds more complex than what I saw you do.
Well, what you saw me do was literally just what I described. Anyways, so yeah, this whole area is now clean. This whole area is now cleaned out. I pressed the jump button, game. I'm glad you did not acknowledge that.
I wonder if anyone left the video when, like, they heard me talking about stuff, because I didn't preface it by saying I wouldn't be spoiling anything.
Don't worry, people. If you want spoilers, go find the leaks.
They're all everywhere.
True. And they're all true. Every last one.
Or if they're not true, then they've just been put in a different way.
if they're not true, then they're still true from a certain point of view.
It's funny. I was watching a review and someone said from a certain point of view in this movie. I guess I didn't notice it when they said it.
All I know is the main thing I'm looking forward to most from this movie is when a certain longman in a gas mask makes a 5-hour review of the movie, breaking down every last thing wrong with it, and how it doesn't fit into the canon, and how it breaks canon.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to the Red Letter Media videos about it.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
The Rise of Skywalker is the biggest disappointment since my son.
Not Ryan Johnson, my other son. No, wait. Maybe you should change it up to say the biggest disappointment since his grandson.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Ray was a disappointing granddaughter.
You guys want some pizza pockets? Just give me your address. I'll send you some pizza pockets. They're just shoving pizza pockets in an envelope.
So now we're going back to Elysia to clean out more stuff, and also on Elysia I can activate satellites that'll tell me where all the pickups that I'm missing are, except for.
Maybe I should rewatch all of Plinkett's reviews because it'll be leading up to the last one.
Oh, there's another guy who there's somebody that calls themselves Hack Fraud Media.
Uh-huh.
They reviewed The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and even wrote one in Solo in like a Plinkett style. He even does like the voice and everything. Because he felt that Plinkett wasn't as harsh on the sequel trilogy as he was on the prequels, and felt the sequels needed harsher treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend that you go see The Hack and the Fraud.
Uh-huh. I still love that moment where he's like, but it's like, there's gonna be more Star Wars, but luckily I don't have to worry about that, because I'm gonna die and go to hell. I'll be down there, roasting in hell. It'll be great. It's like, oh no. And like this TV set gets pulled over with Star Wars Episode 29. Oh no!
You know, I just realized that the Nova Beam is pretty much like an energy drill beam. It also kind of has the look of what the plasma beam and wave beam typically take on in the 2D games.
Yeah. By the way, I'm probably going to let you edit the whatever Donkey Kong Country we record today, because I'm going to be at my parents' house and I'm probably not going to have the chance to edit them in time for Christmas.
This Christmas!
This Christmas, I gave you my vids, and the very next thing, you edited them!
Well, at least I didn't throw them in the recycling bin.
No! Not again with that, with Donkey Kong Country 3! It wouldn't be the first time those got deleted.
No, it wouldn't. But it wasn't my fault the first time.
Oh my gosh, that sucked that we had to fight that boss again.
And that was on Wii Virtual Console. That's not the one that has save states.
Oh yeah, we had to do that legit.
Oh, you know what? I never did open up this cannon. There, cannon open.
That was easy.
Wait. Hold up a second. I feel like I'm... Oh, the cannon skips over an area. And I didn't want... It's an area I didn't want to skip over.
Well, I can't talk about spoilers, but I can say what I thought of the characters, I guess.
In your opinion, who is the most inconsistent character in all of Star Wars? The character that's the most inconsistently written for this movie compared to their previous movie experience, the previous movies they've been in.
Oh, I was gonna say that I was kind of what I was gonna say first was I was kind of disappointed with Poe. I think the only movie where he's really that likable is The Force Awakens. I mean, he's completely wasted and insulted in The Last Jedi, and in this one, I don't know. He's just not like that inspiring, I guess, is what I'm... The position they put him in this movie, it's like he needs to step up, you know? And he tries, but I just don't feel it. It's like, I just don't feel it at all. He's just,
By the way, the upgrade I'm going for right now, I could have gotten as soon as I had a Spider Ball. In fact, I went out this way with Spider Ball, but I just kind of forgot.
Right. Also, he's kind of... I mean, I was going to say he's kind of grumpy. Of course, like, I guess it makes sense considering what happened in the last movie, but still, like, in the Force Awakens, I like Poe. He was really, like, you know, positive, you know? And he was like, oh...
You know Poe? I know Poe. Do you know Poe?
In this one, he's kind of mad, like, all the time. It's really weird. He's like, it's like Finn will be like, Rey, we're over here to do this. It's like, where do you go with her? It's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, okay, Poe, calm down, man.
Why do you sound like Christian Bale?
I know, right? I was about to say, wait, why am I doing a Christian Bale's Batman? Actually, the funny thing was we saw a preview for Christopher Nolan's next film. It was the only trailer. Actually, there were two trailers. Going off on a tangent real quick. There were two trailers I saw that I was like, I might be interested in. Bye, Samus. The first one was, it was like the actor who plays Ant-Man.
I don't know the actor's
I don't know
name.
his name, but...
I was about to say Scott Lang. Wait, that's
just his regular name. But he's apparently in a movie where, like... It starts out, and you're trying to figure out, it's like, what is this? Is he just, like, someone who's living in the world of movies? Because he's a bank teller, and his bank gets robbed every day, and wherever he goes, there's people shooting and robbing people. And I really should have seen this coming. It was pretty obvious. But basically, I guess he's like a NPC in a video game. Specifically a game that's like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
So like there's...
Auto Grand Theft.
So yeah, there's like players going around and just doing whatever they want, and I guess like the concept of the movie is like...
Playing video games makes you bad, okay?
No, the concept of the movie... No. There, I'm sure there are movies that are stupid like that, but I guess the concept is like, what if NPCs kind of got fed up with player shit? And there's like, okay, we need to do something. And if an NPC just...
I've seen similar concepts to the... That was weird.
That was weird. What the hell?
I've never seen that before. That's one thing I've never seen. But I've seen concepts done similar to that, like in Star Trek episodes with holodeck programs and holodeck characters becoming self-aware and being like, "Wait, I'm just in a weird-ass program for your sick amusement." Damn it.
but yeah, so I guess one of the NPCs knows that it's a game, and she's like, "This is a video game. We need your help." And that's the premise of the whole movie. It's like, okay, you know what? That's an interesting concept. It could be good. I'm not gonna judge it as a bad movie, from what I've seen. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be worth watching.
It's not a new What the fuck is a new concept?
Nowadays, what is a new concept? It's like everything's been done. Yeah, like if it's like, I don't even know who to trust. I guess who I trust for reviews are just like the people I watch on YouTube. As long as they're not being paid by the company to talk about these stuff. But like, yeah, Rotten Tomatoes has definitely lost a lot of my faith due to what's going on with that.
I trust the audience score more.
Yeah.
Give me popcorn.
Let's see, what else was
Anyways, I need to make my way to the observatory.
But yeah, I might see that. We'll see if it gets see what other people think of it first. The other trailer, which I'm interested in, is the new Christopher Nolan movie, which I don't believe I've seen a Christopher Nolan movie since. Wait, did he do The Dark Knight Rises? Or was that someone else? I think he did. I think he did the whole...
Yes! Damn it! Fuck.
Yeah, I believe he did that. Okay.
Oh, my nose.
So I think he did Inception in between the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight.
Bomb!
Yeah, I think he did it in between those.
Bomb!
And I liked Inception. I thought it was a fun movie, and then it ruined all trailers for all time. Thanks, Inception. Well, it's not Inception's fault that people are idiots.
It's like, thanks, Inception. No problem.
I like Inception. It looks like this one is kind of about. I don't know exactly entirely what it's about, but it does seem to be doing something with time, like mostly slowdowns or like rewinds or something. But like I said, I don't get the concept fully.
Slowdowns and rewinds and so what is this, Prince of Persia?
And zoom in and zoom.
Is this Blink's Time Sweeper? Is Blink's gonna finally get his movie debut? Oh, jeez. I'm honestly trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going. I kind of have an idea as to where I is going, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean,
based off the test, I heard, and I'm sure you heard the saying that there were some test screenings of the Skywalker Rises, whatever the hell it's called. There were like test screenings.
Skywalker.
There were test screenings of certain cuts where like audiences were so.
Oh yeah, I heard that people had just walked out of the movie.
Were like so pissed that they were like just walking out. And it's like, I didn't see anything in this movie. There were like certain things that were like,
apparently it was a cut where Rey just like goes Super Saiyan on Emperor Palpatine and just annihilates him, no effort.
Yeah, I also heard that. Yeah,
That apparently that's the cut that they walked
out
on.
on.
Yeah, they were like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah.
It's like, welcome to the club. It's kind of been bullshit.
Yeah. Woo! They had like this training scene at the beginning, and it's like, okay, you guys just put this in because people have been calling Mary Sue, haven't you?
Mare Sue. Mare Sue.
It's like, all right, fine. Well, we'll show that she's training. How do you like that? It's like, well, too little, too late, I'm afraid.
Mare Sue.
I mean, after you've shown the skill that she has, like, whoa, why does she need? Now it's actually the problematic that she has training. Actually, it's like, oh, she wasn't good enough before.
When the planets align, I shoot a line into the sky. The rise of sky probes. Woo! As a downloaded additional research, Aether information added to logbook. I have to manually go into my logbook to read this. Planet Aether. Satellite information shows that Aether is slowly recovering from a cataclysmic event. A stellar object struck the planet with incredible force, burning Aether's fertile plains and destroying the lush forests covering her surface. The planet's own energy supply, once torn in two by the impact, is now stable. The inhabitants of the world, the Starborn Luminoff, have begun the long task of mending Aether. I always wondered if they, like, joined the Federation as, like, honorary citizens or whatever. I mean, Samus is kind of like a representative of the Federation. Maybe not officially, but you know what I mean. She saved their butts. The least they could do is help them out, right?
I was just thinking of that asshole scientist. It's like, all right, Samus, let's do a test of take a look around. We're not. Just so you know, we're not. Dude,
I don't.
Oh, that's right. You don't like spoilers.
Oh, if we weren't playing a Metroid game, it would be fine. But because we're playing a Metroid game, I'd kind of want people to watch things sequentially.
Whenever we even get to Other M, we get due to the 3DS capture card situation.
Debacle. Yeah, that is a truism. I'll just have to make a mental note to... Well, to be fair, that's a twist that's, like, easy to see coming.
Yeah!
Now I can see where all the upgrades are in Skytown, and just gotta look out for any big white dots.
Skytown sounds like a place that would be in Skyward Sword.
It also kind of sounds like a place that would be in Star Wars.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we got a Cloud City.
There was a there were a few characters in and the new, I'll just call it what is the newest Star Wars movie. There were like a few characters where it felt like, okay, this character needed more time. Like, this character needed more time to develop. Like this character should have been... There was actually one character who was like, you know what? Could we have gotten this character in, like... The Last Jedi instead of Rose? Because it feels like she would have been more interesting. Like,
was there a big dick monster named Claude?
Yeah. Yeah. He only showed up like twice though. But one time someone was hugging him. One time someone was hugging him and it was like, oh yeah, keep hugging. See what happens. We're hearing that melody a lot in this episode.
And now I know where all the upgrades are in the Space Pirate homeworld. So, Galaxy map.
I think I might just put you in charge of figuring out where those Kirby chest... I have not had the time to do the Kirby chest thing, and I really want to get that done.
Oh. Okay.
Stupid Kirby chest. I wish we had just found them.
Keep your eyes out for any white dots. If there's an X, that means it's an upgrade I've already gotten. If there's a dot, that means there's an upgrade that I'm missing. This area is looking pretty cleaned out to me. How about you?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay. And... I know there's upgrades that I'm missing in the Space Pirate homeworld, because, obviously, there's 1, 2 in there. Don't back out of the whole thing. I'm just trying to... Oh, there's...
So Samus finally goes to the Space Pirate homeworld, and it's basically taken over by Dark Samus.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
2, 3, 4. Plus there's a new, like, ability upgrade on the Pirate homeworld, so that'd be 5. So 89, 91, 92, 93, 4. Okay, so there is one place that I do not get to see the upgrades. The upgrades on the map for.
Uh-huh.
And apparently it has 6. It has 6 upgrades. That's what I needed to know. Alright, so this place is cleaned out. I just need to make my way to a... Actually, the fastest way would be just to go here. Okay. Alright. I just need to make my way to a docking station, call my ship, and we get to go to a new place for the next episode.
Oh, yay, new place!
We are not 100% done with cleanup, but I like to end cleanup on the pirate homeworld, so that way I'm just already in position for the next story event.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Uh-huh. So is that the only place that needs cleanup?
Technically yes, although, well, I mean, I'm going to a new place, so...
Well, yeah, but, I mean, that's new.
Yeah. I think...
And at this point, you can just get everything, right?
Yeah. There is a reason why I waited.
So, I mean, technically, the new area doesn't even need to be cleaned up. You just get everything on your first trip there.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I could wait to go there until after the Pirate Homeworld. It's an area where you can kind of visit whenever, but it's the place where you need all the damn power cells for.
Oh. And you're up to how many of those?
8 of 9, and there's one literally, like, you don't even grab it out of the thing, it's just on the floor. The second you step off your spaceship into this area, you just walk forward and there's one on the floor.
Huh.
And that will be my 9th and final one.
Nice.
It's like, here, have this one for free, basically.
Oh, we're really getting close to the end of the Metroid Prime games.
Yep. By the way, I've decided that I will actually do the original Metroid on the NES app.
Okay.
I'll do that as a solo recording. On my own. And I've also decided that I might play the original Metroid 2 and the fan Metroid 2 remake out of order, just because it's going to be a while before we get the capture card thing situated.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
and even if we could get that situated, and we could
I think you're gonna have to get a job for us to even ever get that situated properly. I mean, that's a lot of capture cards.
Katsu Kitty went out of business.
Does anyone do that anymore?
I'm sure you can find somebody, or you could probably find capture card 3DSs just on eBay.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we already got 3DSs to turn into capture systems.
Well, anyways,
that's the episode. So yeah, droned on about Star Wars for a bit. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!
And stop the video first.